In this video, we are discussing question P1A4 of the Bronze Quality Award application. And this question actually has 3 parts to it. The first question is to describe your workforce. Tell us who makes up your workforce. And you can do this in 2 different ways. You could simply say, we have administration staff, we have clinical staff, and we have support staff. And so you would do it like this. You'd say, and we have an admin staff. Yes, by the way, the answer is yes. You would want to use a table here. This table that I have here is kind of representative of the type of table that you'll find in the Quality Award portal when you are submitting this application. So the administration, then you have clinical, and then you have support. You could also actually do it by department. You don't have to do it this way. You could say, let's say you wanted to go a little further into it. You could say business, if one of us could spell business, office, clinical, housekeeping, dietary, maintenance. Like, you could do it by department. It's completely up to you how you want to define your workforce groups. You could do it in a number of different ways. The second question we're asking is how many employees make up each one of these departments? How many? And the answer is the ideal, and it's 1 day. So you're think in terms of 1 day. How many clinical staff do I have? I have 40 clinical staff on a day. I have 12 business office people a day. I have 4 housekeepers. I have 11 dietary, and a partridge in a pear tree, right? Like, just tell us, we have 40, we have 11 housekeeping, we have 15 dietary, we have 3 maintenance, whatever it is. Just tell us your ideal for 1 solid day. That's really what we're after. And then this part here is very interesting. What are your employees' key drivers of engagement? Now, the best way to think about this is to think selfishly. What do your employees want? What do they want? Not what do you want? Not pie in the sky. I know a lot of people will be like, my employees all want to make a difference. Okay, that's fair. You could put it down there. However, I would also suggest your employees also maybe want competitive pay. Some of them want a flexible work schedule. Some of them want consistent job assignments. Some of them want room for growth, growing opportunities within the organization. Some want educational opportunities. Some want, a good benefit package, a health insurance package. Like, what do each segment want? And I can imagine that you could say everybody wants competitive pay. Great. Everybody wants educational opportunities. Great. Everybody wants room for growth. Great. It's totally fine to repeat each one, and it's also fine if there are any differences. If there are any differences, it's fine to put that down. You're looking for at least 3, I'm just using bullets here, at least 3 bullets, 3 things, drivers of engagement for each group. So again, you could say competitive pay, room for growth, consistent work assignments, or a flexible schedule, or whatever it is that they want. And then finally, if you are experiencing any workforce changes, key, most important workforce changes, let us know what they are. And this is completely subjective because you could be in the organization, you could be in a situation where, we don't have any key workforce changes. If that is the case, don't leave this part of it blank. Simply state, we at the Standard Up and Rehab do not have any workforce changes or are not experiencing any key workforce changes right now. Great. For others, for those of us who are experiencing some workforce changes, imagine we could be experiencing a workforce change on, we don't have enough staff. One of the key workforce changes that we're experiencing is there's not enough skilled labor out there. There's not enough people applying for our work. And as a result, maybe we've had to start using some sort of an outside agency to help us with our staffing needs. That would be an indicator of a key workforce change that you are experiencing. And again, if you're not experiencing one, just simply state you are not. If you are, then tell us what it is. It could be about capability, like our residents' acuity level is going up and our nursing staff, people who are applying, don't have the skills they need. So maybe that's a key workforce change. Like we're having an education issue, not a capacity issue, but a capability issue, maybe. So just keep that in mind. Answering all 3 parts or 4 parts of this question. 1, telling us your workforce groups. 2, giving us the ideal number of employees that work for you, that you need on a daily basis. 3, what are their key drivers of engagement there? Keep in mind what they want, not what you want. And then if you are experiencing any workforce changes, what are they?